Who didn't? Oh, Miss Wilson, can you bring Forrest 2 of the sheets, the 2 sheets for today? Okay, we're gonna start with adding polynomials. Very easy. Okay, very, very easy. Okay, so let's kind of knock this out quickly. Okay. How many terms do you see in this first example? 3. How many terms do you see here? 3. So I'm adding 2 trinomials. Okay, I'm adding 2 trinomials together. You just take the parentheses away, drop the parentheses. Okay, so if you see that it's a plus sign, you'll notice both of these have plus signs. Okay, drop the parentheses. That's step 1. Just drop the parentheses, act like they're not there. Okay, so if I rewrite this, I have 2x squared plus 3x plus 9. You can put plus a negative x squared, or you can just say minus x squared minus 4x minus 6. Just drop the parentheses. Now we are going to combine like terms, okay? Combine like terms. How I like to do this is I like to circle each term with a different color, or you can do a circle with like terms and then squares are the next like terms. And some people use like triangles for the next like terms, or 1 underline, 2 underline, 3 underlines. I've seen all sorts of things in the past. Okay, I always like to circle. So that's a 2x squared. And here's my other x squared, and that is a -1. Make sure you circle the sign in front of the term, whether it be a positive or negative. Okay, that lets you know that I'm doing 2x squared minus 1x squared. So I'll have to go through first and just combine. Well, what is 2x squared minus 1x squared? Just x squared, right? Okay. And then I can get another color here. I will circle the plus 3x and then the minus 4x. Making sure you circle the positive or the negative sign that it goes along with that term. Okay, so you know specifically how you're combining them together. Okay, so what's a 3x minus the 4x? Negative x. So and you are welcome to put -1x, but yeah, if it's multiple choice, you would just see negative x. All right, and then I have a 9, a plus 9, and a minus 6. What does that give me? 3. So I've got to put plus 3. Okay, you can't just put a 3 there. Okay, so since it's 3, since it's positive, you got to put a plus 3. Okay. This is now adding the polynomials together where you're just simplifying the expression down. Okay, adding those or combining those like terms together where that's it. Okay, and this is in standard form. It says write the simplified polynomial in standard form, which was descending order of degree. What's the degree of the first term? 2. What's the degree of the second term? What's the degree of a 3? 0. Okay, so that is in standard form. Okay, those are the degrees. That's all we're doing for adding. Okay, so let's do this one. First step, just drop the parentheses, rewrite it. 5 minus 3y plus y squared plus 2y minus 3y squared. Okay, just think of them as all separate terms individually. I've also seen people who have a pencil. Maybe you don't want to do circles. Like instead of green circles, you do just circles. Instead of orange circles, you do squares. Okay, because you can't really tell the difference between one pencil circle and another pencil circle. If you don't want to do purple circles, maybe you make triangles, or you do lines underneath it. 1 line underneath these, 2 lines underneath those, 3 lines underneath those. Okay, or you can circle each term with the plus or minus sign with it. I'm just showing you all kind of like all sorts of methods. Kind of circle them all individually so you can see each term separately. Okay, Brady, I don't want to get your hands off your Chromebook. Okay, should be writing on this paper. You're writing on this paper. Okay, typing this. Whoa, that would be terrible notes to have to do. Okay, write this out. And then just crossing them off once you combine them to make sure you don't leave anything off. Okay, make sure you don't leave any term out. Okay, I always like to go in order of these descending degree. So which terms am I going to put together first? Okay, so that just has a y with it. So I'd want to put this 1y squared with the minus 3y squared. So how many y squareds do I have now? Negative 1 minus 3, yes, negative 2. Always got to be careful with those negatives. So negative 2y cubed or squared. Okay. You don't change the exponents. Okay, you had 1y squared and you took 3y squareds away. Now you got negative 2y squareds. Okay, and then I'll see where they just kind of cross them out like that. Like, all right, I've combined those up. The next one are going to be my y's. What's negative 3 plus 2? Negative 1, so a minus y. I've taken care of those. And then just plus 5. If you can't combine it, just put it at the end. Okay. So it's like, all right, so you go through and you can circle them all. So if you just have a pencil, just go through and circle each one individually. When you combine them, cross them out. Okay. This is now in descending order. If you do not combine them in descending order, then just rearrange it. Okay, like we did on yesterday's notes. Okay, that's adding polynomials. Super easy. Just think of all the terms individually, combine the like terms up. Okay. All right, now on to subtracting. Now on to subtracting polynomials. There is just one extra step that is different between 24.3 and 24.2. What is it? What's the only thing different there? Yeah, you just got to distribute that negative. So if you notice that there's a subtraction sign in between the polynomials, then you are subtracting the two polynomials, whatever they are. Okay, we got a polynomial and a trinomial, and then a trinomial and a trinomial. Okay, but whatever they are, being binomial, monomial, trinomial, whatever two or however many subtraction you're doing, you just need to distribute these to all of them because you are subtracting each term individually. So what I want you to do is I want you to distribute that negative. Distribute the negative. Okay. So you rewrite the first one, dropping the parentheses because none of those signs are going to change. So it's 2x cubed plus 8x squared plus x plus 10. So just rewrite that first polynomial, no signs of change, drop the parentheses. Okay. Now you are going to rewrite the second polynomial, distributing the negative or changing the signs of those inside the parentheses. So now this becomes negative 5x squared. Now it becomes plus 4x, and now it becomes minus 6. So you drop the parentheses in the first one, write those terms down, distribute the negative, write all those terms down. Now we're back to the combining like terms. Okay. So circle up all the terms with the plus or minus sign in front of them. Hey, guys, I didn't ask for a conversation. So if I want to combine these in descending order of degree, which ones will I put together first? X to the third. Are there, how many terms are there with x to the third? Just one. Okay. There's just one of those. I got 2x cubed plus 8x squared plus a 1x. I will always put those ones there because it's so easy to overlook them. with all the numbers. Also be careful when you're circling, you don't accidentally circle down through a minus sign to where that minus sign now looks like a plus sign. Can't tell you how many times I've seen this and they circle. Well, now that looks like a +6. Don't do that. Okay, be careful when you are circling through a minus sign. Don't make it look like a plus sign. All right, so yeah, the 2x cubed doesn't combine with anything, so you just write 2x cubed. There's not another term to combine that with. Okay, just write it down if there's not one. All right, now I got my x squareds. How many x squares do I have now? Okay, x squareds. How many x squareds do I have? All right, because it's 8x squared minus 5x squared. Oh, maybe you were saying there was 2 terms. I got you. I got you now. 8x squared minus 5x squared will now give me 3x squared. So I put plus 3x squared. Cross those out, took care of my x squareds. All right. I have 2x terms. And when I add them together, how many x's do I have? 5x, so plus 5x. Boom, boom. And my constant terms combine to give me 4, so plus 4. Isn't that easy? Ooh, let's name this. Based on the degree and the number of terms. What is this called? The degree is a 3. Cubic, what, Sawyer? Yes, cubic polynomial. Degree of 3, 4 terms. We should have done that in the other ones. Oh, both of the other ones were quadratic trinomials, so that was easy. Same thing down here now. The only thing that you could possibly mess up on is only subtracting that -8/8. So please make sure doing the step of rewriting the polynomial, changing the signs, will eliminate that mistake, okay? So 12 plus 5a plus 14a to the 4th. Now these signs just change. Forced. We're writing. Writing, not scrolling on the mouse. Okay. Now we have plus 8a minus 15 plus 7a to the 4th. Because if you multiply or divide by -1, all it does is change the sign of the term. So you don't even have to think, what's -1 times -8? What's -1 times the 15? Just change the signs. All right. Lots of terms here. So I'm going to circle them all up. Carefully circling. Everything in between the plus and the minus signs is each a term. Now combine like terms. Maybe you don't like to put them in descending order degree while you can combine them together, but since I like to do that way and it eliminates an extra step at the end of having to rearrange it into standard form, I'm going to put my a to the 4th terms first, my quartic terms first. So what's 14a to the 4th plus 7a to the 4th? All right, 21a to the 4th. And then my next degrees are just the ones, a to the 1st. 5 and 8 is going to give me 13a, so plus 13a. And then what? -3 looks good. Okay. So you don't always have to hit like every degree. Like this was a 3, 2, 1, 0. This is a 4, 1, 0. Okay. Ooh, what is this classification? Lander? Quartic trinomial. Look at y'all so smart on those now. Degree of 4 is quartic, 3 terms, trinomial. Okay, I do want you to practice this a little bit either today when you have free time or this evening. So you're going to be doing for homework, I know, right? Algebra IXL Z4. We are getting back to normal. Okay. Z4, it is adding and subtracting polynomials. I will put it on Canvas, but you can also just write it on your note paper right now so that you, if you have free time in class, you can just work on that. Let's just get it to a 50 is like 2 questions. 80. Let's just do an 80. That's like basic proficient. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I'll give extra credit. Plus bonus. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. We will start multiplying polynomials tomorrow, which is super fun. One of my most fun things. All right.